What's up, YouTube? Back for another video. We're reacting to Drew Binsky's exploring America's poorest regions alone. You know what I'm saying? I know this is gonna be crazy because like I gotta understand, it's people on this earth who's way poorer than you. So I wake up every day and be thankful for what I have, because like I was there before. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, oh, I'm this and that. Sometimes I might be ungrateful because I don't got some things, but it's like, bro, be grateful, bro, for what you have, bro. Be grateful, bro. There's a lot of people don't have a lot of stuff, so you know what I'm saying. Y'all be grateful, bro. We finna get into it. Let's get into the reaction, bro.
Spent 24 hours driving through America's poorest region, McDowell County, West Virginia. It's a place where the collapse of the coal industry left behind ghost towns and broken dreams.
There's no money to be made here no more.
Where crystal meth and fentanyl addictions run wild, and where people are living so isolated they have their own dialect.
Well, to me, it's a boomer.
What is life really like in Appalachia's most redneck towns, and how will I be received in this tight-knit community? It's time to meet face-to-face with locals and find out how poverty shapes their everyday reality. Welcome to the forgotten heart of America.
Where is that?
Basically, my plan in this video is I want to just meet the people and really try to understand what life is like here. I want to hear the upsides of life, I want to hear the struggles, and everything in between. Behind me, you can see the town of Bluefield. Mission now is to see if I can meet anyone for a nice introduction to the great state of West Virginia. There we go! Something interesting about Bluefield is that food stamps were started here, invented here by JFK in the early 60s. Many family members were living under one roof, scraping to get by. It's 11 o'clock on a Tuesday. It looks pretty dead out here. You can just feel that it's an industrial town. I'm trying to meet some people in town, but no one's around. We got this guy. Feeling of power with these buildings, like there was once something big and now it's just feeling of emptiness. Walking through this town feels like stepping into a forgotten world. Empty
like,
streets and closed shops.
Know that it's something up, bro. Like if you go through Mobile, Alabama, some states, you would see that, like you could just see like it's poor or something. You know what I'm saying? You gotta go through some neighborhoods to figure out.
Stretch as far as the eye can see. It's like life just stopped. But I am able to flag down one guy and ask him what there is to do around here.
Not much. There is a lot of drugs in the state.
Because of lack of things to do?
Yeah, and just different things factoring in. I think there's a lot of mental health issues.
Appreciate it, man.
Nice to meet you.
Have a good day, all right? Take care. The journey continues into the countryside to Welch. So basically say goodbye to the towns here. No more towns,
I'll
just
probably get bored and leave just because how bored it is or something.
countryside villages from now on. So bizarre. I am like way out there in the countryside right now. I can hear the church bells ringing. A little worried that people are going to be skeptical of this random SUV driving into their neighborhoods, but hopefully they're nice. We'll find out here very soon. Whoa. I'm starting to worry that this trip might be a bust, but deep down, I know there's a story here. I just have to look harder to find it, so I keep on driving. As the GPS cuts in and out, I stumble across abandoned roadside attractions and rusty auto parts. 10 cents a mile. Everywhere I look, there are old railroad tracks and natural wonders. The nature of West Virginia is amazing. Look at this little waterfall. The tiny roads wind through the mountains. Roads are super narrow, and when a FedEx truck passes you, it's hard to get by. Somewhere around the town of Fayetteville, I even come across this crazy cool bridge. That is the largest arch bridge in the Western Hemisphere. There are no recognizable brands that I see out the window. It's all mom and pop shops. But to be honest, most of them look closed. Everything is just family owned and operated. Very just life as it is. I have seen several post offices, which is interesting, so people can definitely send and receive mail. Just when I think things couldn't get freakier, I stumble upon a place that I can't believe is real. I've just discovered a ghost town here called Thurmond. Look at this. Completely abandoned now. Population of 0. During the heyday of coal mining here in the New River Gorge in West Virginia, this was a very prosperous town with a lot of businesses here and people living. And at its height, 76,000 passengers pass right by Thurman every single day. This is the coolest place I've seen on this whole trip so far. I mean, totally abandoned. You just feel the power of what once was a booming town here in West Virginia in the middle of Appalachia, and just left as is. With the ghost town behind me, I now have my attention on Welch, once the most prosperous coal town in America in the 1920s. But sadly, only 1,600 people remain. Most of them live below the poverty line, and life expectancy is well below the national average. Many families rely on government assistance just to get by, and there's limited access to healthcare. Schools are underfunded, and many young people get out as soon as they can, searching for better opportunities elsewhere. This is the reality of Welch, a place where hope is a rare commodity, but I'm still on my mission to meet someone who can change my perspective on West Virginia. A nice dog you have. Is he friendly? Good to know.
You still in the truth, no?
Not trying to get bit by a dog while I'm here, that's for sure. Not too many places I feel very unwelcomed, but Welch is one of them. Welch, West Virginia, look at it. It's actually really tough to shoot this story because I'm by myself and I'm approaching people with a camera in my hand. And so you gotta do the smile trick where you kind of make eye contact and smile and see if they're willing to be on camera. I've had a lot of conversations, but I just haven't been able to record them because it's just out of respect or people that just didn't want to be recorded. After a self-guided tour to visit the library, try the newly opened bubble tea shop, it's juice, it's not boba, and see the abandoned theater, I'm finding Welch to be as boring and unwelcoming as the other towns in McDowell County. I accidentally drove the wrong way on the only road in town and got yelled at by some guy in a pickup truck. I made a mistake, I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn around and go that way. Like, Jesus Christ. I know I made a wrong turn, sorry, man.
Ready to bring your brand into the real world? Shopify is ready for that too. With a retail...
It's pretty clear that nobody wants me here, but as I'm leaving Welch, a young couple catches my eye. I'm chasing this guy and this girl that I just saw because they look really interesting. And I want to ask them some questions. Excuse me. Excuse me? Hi, are you guys from here?
Yes.
Is there anything interesting happening here? I've just been walking around, but it's pretty dead.
It is pretty dead right now because one Taco Man is closed.
Are you guys both from here?
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, she's from here originally. I live here down here.
Are you a couple? That's adorable.
Yeah.
I'm trying to meet really interesting people. And
There's a lot of interesting people around here.
Show me them. At first, the couple is hesitant to talk, and I don't blame them for not trusting me. But after a little more convincing, I explain my mission to shine a light on the people and culture in West Virginia. And I'm starting to think I've succeeded in making my first new friend.
I would love to show you around.
Okay,
You don't have to give me money for it. I just like to do it out of the kindness of my heart.
So,
What'd you...
man, let's go.
Dude, you're awesome. Listen, what's your name?
David,
Drew.
Chess.
you
True.
coming too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
Let's grab the car because look, everything is a distance.
Okay.
You have a juxtaposition here. You have people who, they want the mines and they don't.
Are they gone?
No, not entirely. But the industry has shifted a lot.
Where
They're
are the coal
just-
mines?
They're everywhere around
Okay,
here.
but they're underground.
No.
Oh, I thought they were
We
underground.
have above ground and then we have below ground mines.
Okay, gotcha.
Below ground mining is much more dangerous for people.
I'm just so interested in your life. You came to West Virginia because it was cheaper,
Yeah.
but so is Pennsylvania. Why the hell did you come to West Virginia?
What kind of ended up happening is my father, we're trying to get a place for us after my grandmother died. And so, my dad was living down here, my grandmother passes away, and he's like, well, so what are we gonna do for finding you a place to live? We're like going through states, we're looking at Farm Bureau stuff, we're looking at federal government, state websites to
Yep.
see if we couldn't find something that way. No. So then we're like, okay, so then let's start going through and just looking for the cheapest properties that we can find through Zillow.
There you go. That got you to West Virginia.
And that's what got me to West Virginia.
And you're actually from here.
Yes, I was born and raised.
Wow. What's it like to grow up here?
You get so many surprises.
Surprise.
Like,
Good or bad?
literally, both.
I like the way you talk. I really do. I'm sure he does too.
Yeah.
That's one of his many attractions to you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's adorable.
Damn right it is.
I feel like I would live here if I didn't want to be bothered, bro.
You guys have been together for how long?
About 2 months, 3 months.
So you guys are still, it's called the honeymoon
follow
phase.
me.
You're in the
No.
honeymoon phase.
We skipped that.
So what do you like about her?
Oh, Lord.
Now's your time.
She's smart, funny. We're the same type of person. We don't necessarily have an entirely similar background, but we have the same sensibilities. You'd never believe it, but I've had a very interesting and rough life. I'll be honest here. My trick has always been...
Honesty's always good, bro.
Exactly.
Always.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
What'd you say?
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
Oh, laugh it up.
No, I'm serious. No, look. I lost the tips of 2 of my fingers.
I noticed that. I was gonna ask you.
So how it happened is I was paying too much attention to a group of little kids at their birthday party and not enough attention to a lawnmower. I joke about it. I laughed about it. You mad at
Yeah,
me?
it don't
Hey,
look
do you want the
bad.
long or the short of it?
Come Oh.
I did not swear until I got into the ambulance and was away from the children. That kid will never ever have a 3-year-old birthday as eventful as that one.
Okay, so tell me about this building behind you.
Okay, well, this building is called Aircon Towers.
Hospital.
I lived there 4.5 years, and there has been multiple suicides since I've been living in that building. Inside, people jumping out of windows, ODing.
So are you happy you don't live there anymore? You don't want to move in here again with her?
No.
I mean,
no, it's no good. No, it's not.
Look, there's a lot of issues with drugs down here. I will not
what
deny
drugs?
that.
Meth, heroin?
You name it, it's here. And
Is
you
it
know what?
because there's nothing to do? Like, why? What's the reason?
See, with me,
You gotta
I
go.
stay away from that, so I really don't know much. But I do have a few people that is drug addicts and everything. But I still talk with them and stuff.
Do you know what kind of drugs?
That I do not know.
I'm guessing it's meth and heroin. That would be my guess. Or fentanyl. Fentanyl's taking over the country.
Fentanyl
Yeah.
is taking over
Yeah,
the country.
and like the tiniest amount can kill you.
You have people who are making drugs from outside of the country and outside of this area, and what they're doing is they're mixing fentanyl into heroin, cocaine,
Yeah,
no
and
matter
it's-
what it is,
yes.
they're mixing
And
it,
it's killing people.
and it's freaking killing
he's
people.
just
My buddy who
vicious.
worked at the gas station that's over there, his sister died because she thought she was getting heroin. She didn't get heroin, she got mostly fentanyl.
Oh man, it's terrible. Are the police nice here?
Oh yeah,
That was the police that just honked at us like to say hi.
I'm friends with the cops.
In this small town, cops are not the only people Dave knows by name. He's been living in Welch for 8 years and is friends with almost everyone in the community. He wants to take me to the post office to introduce me to Scott, who he says is a real West Virginian who can help me better understand this county. People have a very strong impression about West Virginia as the poorest state, the druggiest state. How does that make you feel as a person from here?
I really don't care. I really don't care what people think. We think most people from out west are liberals and gays and crap like that. It's just people stereotypes you from where you're from, but we don't. I don't really care what they think. Generally, what it is too, they when people come here, like if you come here to interview people, they like interview the goofiest.
They pick the
People with no teeth.
Yeah.
But they pick the
For
lowest
facts,
of the low
bro.
to try to interview.
Bro, facts. That's what they be
Man,
doing, bro.
you can be happy anywhere if you want to be. You
They be
choose
trying,
that.
that's what they be doing.
It's
bro.
Scott. I love Scott. Scott is the man.
They be trying to get their content in, so they pick people that like look the poorest. You know what I'm saying? That's how.
Oh, by the way, Scott, I have packages. I'm standing here and I'm thinking of that. So.
Grab them, then we'll head out.
Yep, 68.
68,
Yep.
cool.
After checking out the post office, I want to convince Dave and Tess to come with me to Jolo, a tiny settlement on the back roads of McDowell County. But Tess is on the fence. Are you coming with us? Come on.
Yes.
I'm not going to Jolo. That's
Bro,
why.
she know exactly what to
Some
go.
areas is racist.
Do you think they're racist there?
Stop messing with her, bro.
I never been. My grandmother, she always told me about Gilbert, Jolo, Man. Those areas is racist.
She isn't
And-
wrong. There used to be a lot of racism, but that's thankfully lessened a lot.
This is
We
my
don't-
first time being in a vehicle with a stranger.
Excuse me. Whoa, 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 whoa. I'm right here.
You guys are awesome. Let me just say one more time. This is a rental car. I don't know anything around here. You guys are my only information about what's happening. So I couldn't possibly take you to a place that because I don't know any places.
I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know if it's just more hidden, but I don't see as much racism down here in this area particularly. Like you go up north, and I found there's a fair number of people who are racist. It's basically, think of it less as like black and white, and think of it as more poor to people who have more money, or at least had more money at one point. So like mine owners and stuff like that. Better housing
Her
quality
glass is
stuff,
crooked.
you know.
Sure, no problem.
So this is the old Budweiser. They used to bottle and manufacture beer.
This? That's awesome.
My house is one of the original houses in the county. My house used to have a set of stairs that was over 100 steps. Where the Budweiser plant thing is where they used to have the freight rail station.
Oh, wow.
And the house that I live in,
Bro, that's crazy. Her mama told her where to not to go. She was like, "Don't go to Jolo. Don't go to Jolo." She's, "I'm not going to Jolo."